Hi, it's Randy with Best Town Agents, and today we're here with Gary Raze of Lane County Listings, and he's going to share with us the March update on what happened in real estate. So, Gary, tell us the lowdown.
Well, luckily, being at Remax here, I'm able to get the updates here really quickly. But we're going to talk about March. Remember, this is now beginning of April time, but we just now got the results in. And it was interesting because the first thing I want to do is compare what we had from March of this year compared to March cleared 12 months earlier.
Okay.
So this is the thing that surprised me. Guess how much the market went up in that period of time? 1.5%. So what does that tell you? It is we've leveled off. Is it going to go down? We don't think so, because there's always going to be a need, and I'll talk about that need here in a little bit with the increased amount of interest from everybody with homes. But at this point in time, only going up 1.5%. From my perspective, I like that only because of the fact that homes are so difficult to afford right now. So the more we can keep that pressure down, the better off it is. Interest rates, they're bouncing around a little bit, but it's basically in the high sixes. And so that's really where it has been normal for years and years and years until the COVID hit and we got spoiled by the extremely low interest rates. But those days are gone. So but here's the other interesting part. From February to March of this year, in other words, we're talking 2025.
Right.
In just that 1 month, we went up 27% as far as people putting the home on the market.
Big jump.
So there's a people were waiting, and the daffodils have sprung up. So there's a big increase in a lot of homes coming onto the market. What does that mean for you? Well, it gives you more ability to choose the perfect home. So that's always good when we have that much inventory coming into the scene here for us. As far as the closing properties, we're up a little bit from of course from February. We're up like almost 20%. So that's a good scenario. The time on the market, and I've always explained this, when the buyer and the seller are on equal terms, there's so much inventory and there's so many buyers. 6 months is about the point where everybody is dead even. Well, right now we are approaching 2.8, almost 3%, or 3 months of time that it's on the market. So we're still in a position where there are more buyers out there than there are homes. So, but again, we don't know how that's going to continue, but that's one of the things that the other thing I wanted to bring up too is the median price of a home here in Lane County. It has gone up just 0.5% from a year ago. So we're at $430,000.
Right.
For a median price. So, and again, median price is different from average. You probably know that already. We've talked about that in the past. Let's pretend that one house is $1 million and the other house is a $200,000 home. The average there is not going to be correct. So, but the median deals more with what's the normal price that most people are purchasing from. So, if that gives you a help there. The other thing that's driving the market lately is the fact, because I'm a senior myself, I bet you didn't know that, we have a lot of seniors now that are starting to downsize. The baby boomers have come to the retirement age, and they're ready to start looking at their options. Well, their options might be to downsize, not necessarily to a senior center, but downsize to single level, smaller homes, because their kids have grown. They're tired of paying for the heat for upstairs.
Yeah.
Those types of things that kids have gone, and they have this big lawn, and they just want a stress-free life.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of the times people want to downsize, not because of medical necessarily, but to have a stress-free. By the way, I brought this out to share.
Okay.
I do have my book on living a stress-free life. And so what that really is all the different options that a somebody in the area of 60 years old might want to grab this. It's free. I send it to everybody and anybody who wishes to have it.
Perfect.
The point being is we are living longer.
Yep.
We are living in a position where we have a lot of options to have a better life instead of being by yourself or those types of things. So I go through a lot of different options: how to declutter your house, how to sell for your home to the right buyer, how to get your home ready. Should you pay for somebody to come in and do all that stuff, or do you want to still be on a ladder cleaning out your gutters?
Yeah.
And so all of those types of things enter into it. So I have some ideas, and people are certainly welcome to have this if they wish to have it.
Perfect.
So, but the bottom line that we're talking about is what's the market doing and where is it going? And that's, from my perspective, I think we're going to continue to show a lot of upward, slowly, an upward swing. Prices aren't going to go down. Interest rates may or may not go down.
Right.
But we know that the prices of homes are going to, they've always steadily just inched their way up. Right. So that's my story. That's my March story, even though it's April 11th.
Yeah. So anyways, we're glad to be here with Gary, and if you want to reach out to him, you can get a hold of him at Lane County Listings, and you'll be able to track him down. If you did a search for him under Gary Raze, his name will pop up online, and you can just hit that call now button, and Gary will pick up the phone.
That's correct.